This link right here, that's available in Spanish and in English. This is just a flyer that was put out by ACTE that talks about what is career and technical education. So CTE prepares workforce across a wide range of industries and occupations. 92% of high school students and 69% of college and adult students are engaged in CTE courses. CTE students earn licensures and certifications, also post-secondary earnings, and an associate's degree in CTE. Those students can earn $10,000 more per year than an associate's degree in other fields. So it's just talking about some of the benefits of CTE, and that document is available in English and in Spanish. And again, if you just click on the link, you will have access to it. So what is the vision of Alvin ISD CTE? Our vision as a district is to prepare our students to graduate with the skills necessary to be competitive with entry-level employment opportunities in a high skill, high wage jobs, and or to continue post-secondary education and training. We are not saying that the certifications that our students have the opportunity to earn in their CTE program of study is the only thing that they will ever need. But we are saying that they should it's an entry level. So for example, if a student decides maybe they want to be a nurse one day, well, as a high school student, they can't get their RN license, but they could get CNA or CMA. Gives them a foot in the door, gets them exposed to clinicals, gives them an opportunity to see what that job really involves so that they can decide if they want to continue to pursue further education. It also gives them an opportunity to work while they're in a job in their chosen field while they're in college. But for some of our students, this may be the only way that they would ever go to college because their family doesn't have money to send them. It gives them an opportunity to work in their field. Then they have college and career readiness. It also provides hands-on learning, industry recognized certifications, employability training, and real world application of core curriculum. A lot of times students in the core area will say, well, I don't know when I'm ever going to need geometry again. Why am I having to learn this? But then if they are in a construction class, they're having to apply the geometry that they've learned in construction into building a house or some other structure. CTE by the numbers for 23-24, we currently have, for this school year, we currently have 6,602 high school students enrolled in a CTE class. We also have 884 junior high students enrolled in a CTE class. Our CTE courses are located on all 8 of the junior high campuses. Currently on the junior high campuses, we have 4 CTE classes that we offer, in addition to all of the high school campuses. And then we also have J.B. Hensler College and Career Academy that currently only offers CTE classes. And these are the courses that are offered at JBH are all upper level CTE classes. In the district, we have a total of 115 CTE courses offered. And then we have 127 teachers in the district that teach at least one CTE course. So connecting CTE and high school graduation. How do our CTE courses fit into your students' graduation plan? Well, several years ago, the state came up with House Bill 5 and the endorsements. There are 5 endorsements, 3 of which can be earned through CTE coursework. Those are business and industry, public service, and STEM. STEM does have some other options such as taking extra science classes that you could earn. However, business and industry and public service can only be earned through CTE courses. There are then from the endorsements, you go to CTE clusters. There are currently in the state 14 career clusters. As a district right now, we offer 13 of those 14 career clusters. Starting in the 24-25 school year, we're going to be adding energy, which would mean that we're offering coursework in all 14 career clusters. Breaking that down even more, you have your CTE programs of study. Currently, we have 29 programs of study, but again, starting in the 24-25 school year, we will have 31 because we're adding an esports program of study in our graphics design and multimedia arts program of study. And then we're also adding, with the energy cluster, we're adding refining and chemical processes. So that program of study is actually going to focus on process technology. And we're starting with one class. The name of that class for next year is Foundations of Energy, and it will be offered on all of the high school campuses, assuming that there's enough interest from your students for the classes to make. Now, here are the CTE career clusters. Again, beginning in the 24-25 school year, with the addition of energy, we will offer all 14 career clusters. Those that are highlighted in red, those career clusters will stay on your home campus. Those students will, at this time, will never come to J.B. Hensler for their coursework. They will stay freshman through senior year on the home campus. And then the other courses, the ones that are highlighted in blue, it depends on the coursework that they take. For example, if they're in arts and AV and graphics, then they will, if they choose arts and AV, audio, video, then they would stay on the home campus because each of your high school campuses have like a news TV program. But if they choose graphics design, then they would come to J.B. Hensler for their upper level classes. All of the programs that are at JBH do end in an industry, a culmination of an industry-based certification or licensure. And again, we do not guarantee that those students will earn that certification, but they will be given the opportunity to do so. So, programs of study. Our programs of study are course sequences. The programs of study were developed by a TEA, and they're course sequences that prepare students with the knowledge and skills necessary for success in their chosen career. These embed real-world experiences and hopefully a certification or licensure at the end. These are our newly developed programs of study. And if you look, these were designed with the parents in mind, because it tells you what the name of the program of study is, what their endorsement is. In this case, this is engineering, and it's a STEM endorsement. It also tells you what grade we recommend that they take each of the courses, in addition to what campuses the courses are offered at. So with this one for 9th grade, it's Introduction to Engineering Design. And again, it's offered at all of the home campuses. 10th grade, they could take Civil Engineering and Architecture and or Aerospace Engineering. 11th grade, Engineering Science, and then 12th grade, Engineering Design and Problem Solving. And just this year, we've added a certification to that program that they would take in their 12th grade year, and that is Engineering, Technology, and Foundations. There is a link also. This Alvin ISD CTE Programs of Study gives you a link to all of the programs of study that we offer in the district currently. And you can, while it would take too long to go through each and every one of them, you can look and see what courses they are, what certifications the student can earn, and what coursework it is that they need. You can also find information about the programs of study for Alvin ISD in the course guide. This is available on the district website. If you don't have our current link, or you don't have access to this at the time, you would just go to the Alvin ISD website, look at departments, and then guidance and counseling and course guides. And so it would take you directly there. You have some options when you're looking at the course guide. The first, to find information, the first one is your endorsements. So again, this is a list of all of your endorsements, your 5 endorsements. The first one is Arts and Humanities. And this is not CTE, but this is your fine arts, dance, those kinds of things. Business and Industry is CTE, and it gives you all of your courses in a order. Then you have public service and STEM, and then multidisciplinary. So with each of these, they also have a link to our original programs of study that will give you, if you're interested, maybe some more information about like post-secondary opportunities, things of that nature, that the student, possible occupations, and how much money they may earn. On your next place to look on your course guide is under course descriptions. And if you go to CTE for the very first one, if you look at the top, it will say CTE course fee sheet. So if you have any questions about fees that are associated with the class, you would find the information here. Our course fees range from $0 to around $600. That $600 would be for cosmetology and barbering, but that gives the student their kit that they can then go and start their own business with. Just, I know $600 sounds like a lot of money, but just as a side note, I have a niece that's 22, and when she first got out of high school, she told my brother that she wanted to become a cosmetologist. And she looked into it, and rather than paying the $600 that she would have in high school, it was now going to cost her $15,000 to get the exact same license. So it just gives your students an opportunity to get a head up. It also, you will also find a link that gives you all of our certifications or licensure opportunities by course, so you can see exactly what course the student has the opportunity to earn a certification in. So that is the information you will find on the course guide and programs of study. Hopefully it's a beneficial tool. If there's something that you, as a parent, that you're looking at, if there's something that you find that would make it easier for you, let us know and we'll try to make some adjustments. These are all works in progress because we want them to be as user-friendly as possible. I'm not going to show this video just because you can look at it later, although it does have a link. So let me try it and see. Okay, this one looks like it's going to work. But this is CTE in our students' own words. This was developed a couple of years ago by our AV students on each of the home campuses. And it's just, what do our students think about CTE? Hopefully the sound will be there. If not, just let me know and we'll just move on.
The sound is not there.
Okay. Well, then again, we will pivot, and this video is available for you to watch later on your own. But it's just interviews our students on each of the high school campuses. Iowa Colony was not around at the time, but just what do they think about their CTE programs and what do they see as the benefit of those CTE programs? Sorry. So the benefit of CTE. CTE graduates have the opportunity to gain industry-specific training experiences through internships. If you own a business and you would be interested in having some of our students work for you in either a paid or an unpaid internship, we would love to have you as a partner. Our teachers are also always looking for opportunities to do an internship, possibly in the summer, just to stay abreast of what's going on in industry. So if that applies to you, please let us know so that we can set you up with our students or teachers. They also earn industry certifications, our career and technical student organizations, our CTSOs. I can honestly tell you that for myself, if I had not been involved in a CTSO as a high school student, I would probably not be sitting here today speaking in front of you because of I grew up in a small town. We still only have 2 stoplights in my hometown. And my experience in FHA at the time gave me opportunities to travel, to meet new people, and it gave me an opportunity to earn scholarships that paid for my college. So it's some great opportunities there. Then we also have articulated college credit. Currently, those are in culinary arts and welding. Articulated college credit is a little different than regular dual credit because the students don't automatically earn these college credit. They go to the college and say, hey, I took this class in high school. I would like to apply this to my graduation plan. And a lot of times the students will have to take a skills test just to prove that they can perform the skills, but then it allows them an opportunity to skip those entry-level classes. As a district, we also participate in 2 different signing days. These are much like the signing days for athletics. But in this case, we have the Brazoria County Petrochemical Council. That last year we had, I believe, 12 students in the district from construction, welding, HVAC, and manufacturing that participated or that won awards. Those students they had to fill out a resume. They had to go and interview in a like speed dating type interview. And then we had, I think, like I said, 12 kids that were awarded. And then they have the opportunity to go and work for different companies in the petrochemical industry. In some cases, they started out with full benefits. Sometimes it was an internship, and then after a certain number of days, they were able to move on. It just depends on the individual company. In addition, about 6 or 7 years ago, we started the Alvin ISD Future Teachers Award. This is for students that are interested in education or becoming teachers. And the district, we have an agreement with the HR department that every student that graduates from our education program can come back after they've completed college, can come back and are guaranteed an interview with the district as long as there's a job open in their field. And then one senior from each high school is also awarded the Kim Alvarez Award. And that in that case, they are guaranteed a job when they graduate high school, again, as long as there's an opening in their field. These students also have the opportunity to have higher earning potential. This article up here is from the U.S. Department of Education, and it is talking about the higher earning potential of students that are involved in CTE. In addition, we have our Gulf Coast labor market information for the years of 21 through 31. So if you have a student that isn't really sure what they want to do, but they are maybe interested in something. I know my daughter is in elementary school and she tells me she's going to be a YouTuber. Well, there are some people that are famous on YouTube, but they're few and far between. So how can we as parents guide them into a field that is more stable? This is something that we as a department developed, and it's based on programs of study for wages and job growth for the year 23-24. So it has all of our programs of study listed. And again, this is a link for you. You can see the whole document. But it gives you all of your program of study, the certifications the student would earn in that program of study. If they just came straight out of high school, these are some opportunities that they could have straight out of high school and the median salary for those wages for those. Then if they also decided to advance their training or go further their post-secondary training, these are some other jobs and the amount of money that would be involved with those. Those that are highlighted in yellow, the Gulf Coast Workforce Board has designated these as high growth, high skilled jobs in the greater Houston area. Again, these are links through Texas Workforce Commission. This is a 20-page document, and it gives you in each of the different fields. So business and financial, high skill, high growth jobs, gives you the name of the occupation, and then what the median salary is, what the growth is, what kind of degree you need or high school or education you need in order to be successful at that job. I do want to point out at the bottom of each of these pages, it says many occupations in this booklet are supported by scholarships for training in undergraduate education, associate's or bachelor's degrees needed to qualify. And so you can contact Workforce Solutions, and there are some scholarships available for most of these jobs through Workforce Solutions for additional training. Okay, our industry partners. Again, if you have a company, or maybe you just are a parent that wants to help out in your child's classroom or with their program, we are always looking for industry partners. How can you partner with us? Internships and apprenticeships. Again, this can be for our students or our teachers. We would love to have guest speakers come in. We can tell the students 100 times that they need to do something the right way, but they don't listen, just like your own kids at home. It's when somebody else comes in and they can tell them the exact same thing, and suddenly that person is a genius, and the kids take them serious. Community projects. We are often looking for judges or people to do mock interviews, those kind of things, or ways that we can partner with the community. In the fall, for example, our welding students at J.B. Hensler partnered with the Manville Police Department and made battering rams or door entry rams for the police department. We're looking at hiring events. A lot of people don't know that in order to be a CTE teacher, in many cases, you are not required to have a bachelor's degree. A lot of times it depends on just work experience. X number of years in the industry translates to your ability to teach CTE classes. So, we're always looking for people. Currently, we have 2 openings, one at Manville High School for a construction/auto basics teacher. Both of them are entry-level classes. And then at Alvin High School, we have an opening for a welding/ag teacher. So even now, we've got some openings. Then advisory committees. We need people from industry or even just parents to sit on our advisory committees. Tell us how we can improve our programs, what maybe certifications or does the industry recognize, evaluate our facilities, anything like that. If you are interested in becoming one of our industry partners, you can scan the QR code and someone from our department will get back with you. Again, we're going to skip this because we've been having technical difficulties as far as y'all being able to hear. But this is one of our students that graduated last year. And he's one of our success stories. He did get one of the job offers through the Brazoria County Petrochemical Council, and he is now working for Apache. So it's just a short video. So in your own time, if you would like to watch that. Okay, I mentioned our CTSOs earlier. We do have CTSOs. These are career and technical student organizations that represent all of our programs in CTE. So most of the time, depends on the campus as to what sponsor wants to do what, but some of them overlap. So usually our business and marketing students will either do BPA, Business Professionals of America, DECA, or FBLA. I know that Shadow Creek and Alvin currently have DECA programs. In the past, Manville has had a BPA program. All of our campuses have FFA. We also have, all of our campuses also have HOSA, Future Health Professionals. FCCLA, like I said, used to be FHA or Future Homemakers of America. Then we also have TSA and Texas Technical Student Association, and that is usually our engineering or robotics, those kind of things. Anybody that doesn't fall into one of the other clusters falls into Skills USA, and that's everything from cosmetology to welding, could be culinary arts, law enforcement, all of those fall under Skills USA. And then finally, we have TAFE, which is Texas Association of Future Educators. And this one is for students that want to be teachers. Again, all of these are linked to the student organization, so you as a parent can get more information about those opportunities. So across the district, opportunities to explore career interests. So starting next year, we will be offering a new junior high course. That is Career and College Exploration is the name of that class. All of your campuses, junior highs, and high schools will have campus elective fairs. Just last weekend, we had our annual career extravaganza at JBH, and hopefully some of y'all were able to attend that. All 8th grade students in the district will take tours of J.B. Hensler College and Career Academy to see what facilities are available and what courses are available. We do also have an annual open house for JBH, and all comprehensive campuses have an open house. So you can see the CTE courses that are offered on those open houses. We also have the programs of study that we talked about earlier, the course planning guides. Your campus counselors are a great resource, and then any of your CTE department contacts. How can you as a parent help your child in planning their career? One of the ways is to do a career interest survey. And this is a link to several different surveys that are all free that you as a parent can sit down with your child and try to figure out where they would best fit. Review the career clusters. You can also choose a few programs of study, watch videos on those, or talk to students that are already in those classes. Assess the course guide, visit CTE events in the community or elective fairs, consider all your course options, encourage your child to explore their interests and passions. We got contacted not too long ago by a parent whose student was interested in nursing. So they reached out to us wanting to know if we had any summer camps or any ideas of camps or anything like that that focused on nursing that they could possibly send their student to this summer. And remember that they don't have to have everything figured out today. They do have the opportunity to change their mind. And we know that they're kids. So, some of us as adults don't even know what we want to do next year. Okay, finally, we are at the questions, the Q&A session part of this. And so I'm going to stop sharing, and anybody that would like to ask questions, we will try to answer those.